So this probably wasn't the smartest thing for me to wait till the absolute hottest part of the day to go do what is probably going to be my most physically grueling part of this testing process, going to the swamp. I know a lot of you probably are looking forward to this part of the test the most because, you know, the Z10 with its big fat tire, I would think that's what a lot of people are thinking this wheel is really going to excel at because of having all that tire size. So, and I'm interested in seeing it as well, and we'll see how it does. I'll give it my best shot. Just took a fresh set of Advil, so I should be good to go. Limestone road life. If you value the cleanliness of your vehicle, I recommend you do not live on a limestone road. Not looking too full at the swamp today. It's good. Alright, I'm trying to, despite the heat, I'm trying to fully pad up, including my knee pads. Now when I had that ride through here where I saw all those alligators, that was more in the winterish time frame, which was typically when you will see more alligators because of the cooler temperatures. They're cold-blooded animals, and they come out of the water to sun themselves to try to warm up. Today it's, as you saw on the thermometer, it's very hot. So I don't know what the alligator scene will be like, but it's still going to be a rough ride regardless. So also have a selfie stick along to get some different angles, and if need be, a handy weapon. And I did bring some water. No food, but some water. So I definitely need it on a day like today. It just, I mean, in this direct sun, I can't tell you how hot it feels. It's scorching. Alright, here we go. Z10 Swamp Ride official start now. Very stony path leading back to the path, back to the trail. Tire feels okay. It's I was just here with my M Super several days ago, so doesn't feel dramatically different. Man, I can hardly wait to go back to work tomorrow so I can rest. It's been a very busy and hectic 2 days, let me tell you. Wish I could have got some more footage with James when he was here, checking out the Z10. He has a lot of similar hobbies to me into 3D printing. He's a real hobbyist. He has all kinds of hobbies. Motorcycles, ATVs, electric bikes, drones, RC helicopters. I mean, very interesting guy. And obviously very interested in Z10. To drive that far north of Orlando just to test drive this thing, that was quite the commitment. But yeah, I'm glad that I had him stop by, and he definitely likes the Z10. Much like me, you know, he saw some of the negativity about it, and after riding it, he does not feel negative about the wheel, and I think he's going to wind up buying one, pretty sure. Alright, well, I just saw a family of 4 walking out of here. I assume it was their vehicle, so I may have this swamp to myself. Exciting. Alright, here we go. This is the official trailhead, and I really need to be watching the trail closely because there's all these little they call them knees of the cypress trees. It's their root system, and they pop up all over the place across the trail, and they can be of varying sizes. Sorry, I just hit a couple there. Oh man, I'm hitting a lot of them. Varying sizes, and they can really send you for a loop depending on their shape and if you're ready for them or not. So this will be very interesting. You can tell Doesn't seem like a lot of people have been using this lately. This is rather overgrown. Usually this first portion of the trail is pretty stomped down by foot traffic. That is not the case right now. Very high, surprisingly high. And also I'm trying to, at the same time as I'm trying to avoid the roots and stuff in the ground, I'm obviously trying to keep an eye out for wildlife. And that always is fun, as long as it's not interested in you. It'd be cool to spot a gator or two. We'll see. I think I'm going to switch to the selfie stick. I'm not going to be going fast, so I don't think wind noise will be a problem. So then I can still do commentary, but still get you the better extended angle of the surroundings. So we're going to switch it up. It's so quiet out here, man. It's so quiet. That was close. Because the wheel's so wide, like if you get something like on the one side of it, it really will change your angle very quickly. So you want to definitely try to square up on obstacles if possible. Hitting them to the side is not going to be a good time. Quite a few times I've had a couple of these roots sneak up on me. Gotta really be ready. Glad I took my Advil. Definitely going to need it. This stuff here is a little disconcerting. It's just a real little path through very high grass and whatever this stuff is. And can't really even see the ground, so makes you nervous about what lies beneath, you know, both obstacle and creature wise. I mean, it's handling it fine. But I mean, I'm working. My quads already feel tired, and I'm only, I think maybe a mile in. It's kind of crazy. This is like a little alcove before you head back into the wilderness. Got some nice big beautiful houses here on this lake, which has probably hundreds of alligators in it. No exaggeration. So as you can see, here's the total trail. We're just at spot number 2 right now. So let's see, parking lot number 2 is only 1.25 miles. So I'm definitely going to get to 0.3, maybe 0.4, but I am not doing all that. Not with that In a day like today, that just would not be very smart. In that tree. Some big birds. Jeez, a lot of big birds. Slow and steady. They used to like bring a tractor through here to knock this stuff down once in a while, but I don't know, maybe they spent so much money fixing part of the deck that they ran out of money to buy gas for the mower. And some of this grass is up to my waist. Around here is well, no, actually, that's cut that. It's a new picnic table. They used to only have like 1 or 2 picnic tables in the whole route, and they've added more. What I was going to say was there's a picnic table further up that when I used to come here with something big. When I used to come here with Nikki and Sadie. We would go to that picnic table, eat lunch, and turn around. There's something just moving through the bushes of considerable size. Not sure what. If strange noises scare you, you really probably don't want to ride your EUC in a swamp. Just a life tip. So the story behind this area is supposedly this was an old cypress logging operation where they pulled out cypress trees for, I'm not sure if they used them for construction or what exactly, but these paths are the remnants of, I guess, rails. They had rails going down these paths to move stuff in and out of the swamp. So yeah, that's what this is. This whole place, I think it only opened up maybe 10 years ago. It's relatively new. It took a while for people to even know about it. A lot of people know about it now, but in the middle of summer, well, it's not the middle of summer, but when it's as hot as this, you just don't see a lot of people taking advantage of it. Hello? Just past the 2-mile marker. 2 miles in. So 2 miles out. Whoa. Cypress knees, man, they keep getting me. Keep getting me. Alright, we've made it to the loop section of the trail. Once you go down either direction, there's no other exit except coming back around. So we're just going to go this direction for a period of time. Not super long. It is nice that since I've done this full loop before, there's several spots where it was really badly washed out and I had to carry the wheel across those spots. Like right here is one of them. And it seems like they've taken great care to come around and fill these areas, so you don't have that problem anymore. Okay, this is the picnic table that we used to walk to. Here it is. Alright, so I'm going to use it as a water stop. Okay, well, I just did a quick self-survey and realized that I think I must have left my phone in my truck, maybe? My phone is not on me. And being out here without a phone, it's not a great idea. I mean, I'm not planning to go much further in, but yeah. How in the world did I forget the phone? Sweating a lot. Lots of sweat. Lots and lots of sweat. Oof. Thumbnail maybe? I don't know. Who knows? It'd be nice if I could at least see one gator before turning around. It's difficult because, you know, I'm trying to survey the areas of water around me, but I also need to keep a very close lookout on the path in front of me so I don't dump on my face. So it's a tightrope I walk, and I have no phone. Just listen. Any consolation, there are areas of the swamp where you get no, or at least I get no cell signal whatsoever, so it wouldn't do me much good in those areas. But there are definitely areas where I do get signal. I just heard something jump into the water. What could it be? Turtle? Frog? No. See those roots popping in on me here. Not fun. Yeah, I'm already well past the area where I first saw alligators during that crazy ride. So I don't know, it might be too hot for them too. They're all chilling somewhere, wherever alligators go to get cool. Maybe at the bottom of the deepest water they can find. Alright, I'm really hot and my legs are fading, so I'm turning around here and gonna head back. Probably, I don't know, between 3 and 4 miles in, I would say, something like that. And it's hot. Still didn't see any gators though. Sorry. Made it back to the picnic table. I'm beat, man. My legs are beat. They're just tired. And it's hot. So hot. What the hell is that? Something is trying to make its way through the trees here. Still hear it. I just had to stop for a few minutes. My feet are killing me. Oh my god. And doing this at the end of 2 days of extensive riding, definitely not the smartest plan, I guess. Man, oh man. Tired. Hot. Did I mention that yet? It's hot. The wheel itself seems to be holding up fine. It's a jolting ride, but this was a jolting ride when I did it on my M Super as well. So it's that kind of terrain. The advantage of the big tire is you don't really have to worry too much about avoiding small branches and stones. It just rolls right over them. It's no problem. So I am very interested in seeing how it'll do for Marty, though. You know, because he has some very challenging terrain. I'm curious how that big tire is going to translate to that kind of terrain. And I'm tired enough that the thought entered my head to just pull up the trolley and just push it for a little bit. But nope, can't do that. Got to ride it out. It's okay. It's alright, you can stay there. A lot of buzzards around here. Alright. Made it back to the lookout here at the 1.25 mile mark to the parking lot. And I'm ready to get back to the parking lot. Believe me. Ooh, definitely ready. I would say, like I said, the Z10, you know, it's a jarring ride no matter what wheel you would take here. I would say though that I probably am finding myself getting more fatigued doing this on a Z10, just because of the extra weight, you know, the low centered heavy weight, and doing the constant corrections, you know, as the ground underneath me changes. It just feels like I'm working pretty hard here. Thank God we're back on the boardwalk. I am D-O-N-E done. Done, I tell you. Get into some air conditioning. That is a very welcome sight, let me tell you. Alright, back in the truck. My phone's not in here, so hopefully I just left it at home. I must have. But yeah, that was a tough ride, man. It was tough. You know, a lot of it was just me being tired from doing so much riding the past 2 days. Like I said, the Z10 did fine, no problems with power. The fat tire rolls over anything. It's almost like a steamroller. But it feels like, you know, the stiff tire, you feel it. And I just, because of the constant corrections you're doing to balance in a situation like that, my legs are just, they're smoked. I am really tired. So anyways, this is just about my last Z10 review video. I'll probably do one more short and sweet summary of my feelings about the wheel overall. But yeah, it's been a challenge, it's been fun, it's been rewarding, and it's been interesting. So what else can you ask for? If you found this video interesting, please give a big thumbs up. If this is your first time on the channel, please consider subscribing. Feel free to leave your comments, ideas, suggestions, and thoughts below. And until next time, Duffman out.